Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a eyeshadow tutorial with the James Charles Morphe palette. I have not done a YouTube tutorial makeup video in I don't even know how long, so if this is not a good video, then I apologize. Yeah, that's all I have to say. So this video is going to be a tutorial on this makeup look, which I did on myself, I don't know how long ago, a couple of months ago, and I was meant to film this a couple of months ago when I had this look fresh in my brain, but frankly I can't 100% remember how to do it now, so I'm just going to go off of this photo. Wish me luck. But yeah, so far on my face I have my brows on, only a little bit, concealer, powder, and I did put foundation on. So for my foundation I'm wearing the Revolution Conceal and Define. For concealer I'm wearing one of the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define green colour corrector. And also the concealer in C2. For my powder under my eyes, I'm using the Jeffree Star setting powder. And then to set the rest of my face, I used the Rimmel London Clear Complexion powder. For my eyebrows, I used the Flower Beauty eyebrow pencil in, I think it's just brunette. Yeah, in brunette. So yeah, that's what I've got on my face. At the moment, I'm going to add the bronzer, blush and highlighter at the end. Oh, and mascara, because I just feel like it's going to be easier to do at the end. So, if you want to see how this turns out, which I guess you will have seen by the thumbnail, then just keep on watching. So I'm going to start. Also, I'm not going to be able to know the names properly because Morphe, for some reason, doesn't like putting their shade names on the actual palette and instead is on this stupid little plastic thing. So yay for me and everyone else who uses Morphe and hates that they do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the shade Canvas and the Morphe M441 brush and just set my eye. I don't think I did that last time because Canvas has not even been dipped into, but that's what I'm going to do. My mirror is like here, so yeah, you're going to be seeing me look up over you. Don't take offense to it, don't take it personally, I still love you. I just can't see. Alright, moving on to colour already. I think I went in first with the shade You're Kidding. So my brushes are still stained. These have been like cleaned. Yeah. So I'm going to take the Morphe M441 brush and the shade, what was it again? You're Kidding. And I'm going to put this in my crease. Yeah, crazy, I know. Eyeshadow colour really kind of scares me. So we are entering crazy scary territory by doing this. I think I'll just speed. See, this brush is actually not the greatest to pack on colour, obviously, because it's a blending brush. But I'm just going to go for it because I don't really want to dirty other brushes with this red colour, which is kind of stupid of me because that's what brushes are for. But I am stupid, so it's okay. I also feel like this video is going to be really hard to edit because well, not really hard, but harder than what I've been creating. Just because it's a makeup video, and makeup videos, fun fact, take more effort than a vlog, which I think is quite obvious. This is kind of a chit-chatty tutorial, isn't it? Yeah, well, obviously I'm still putting it in my crease. A lot of the time, maybe I should actually do that. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop. I'm going to put the red on this eye, and then I'm going to do the rest of this eye off of camera, because then I don't have as much footage to edit, and I don't want my camera to run out of storage or charge. Okay, this one's not the greatest, but it's okay because I'll work on it off camera. So now I'm going to take the shade 518 and blend that red shade with it, so kind of to transition, I guess, from the red to the orange. Oh my god, this is really bad angle. I need to figure out these bloody angles, but they're so hard. Okay, so as you can see, I am just tapping in that orange shade above the red. So now I'm going to take the brush that had the red shade on it and kind of just wipe it off a bit. And then blend them together a bit better and blend that orange out. Okay, I mean, it's not a precise line, but I don't think it really has to be that precise. I have a habit. Okay, so when I did this look, like just for no reason, just to play around with the palette, not on camera or anything, this look took me like a good hour and a half. But I have a habit of, if I'm filming it, then I rush, and I shouldn't, because I don't have to. Yeah, I don't know. It all takes getting used to, this filming business. Okay, and then I'm going to take the shade B, which is the yellow shade in the palette, and you guessed it, pop it above the orange shade there. So we're almost at the brow bone now. So now we've kind of got a nice sunset going on the eye. You can see that? Super pretty. Okay, so I guess if you wanted to, you could blend that as much as you thought needed it. You can go over the colours to make them more profound. It's really just up to you how precise and how pigmented you want the colour. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take a concealer brush, a flat paddle brush. This is not a Morphe brush, although it kind of looks like it is Morphe. It's not. I think it's meant to be a knockoff of Morphe, but it's just one off of Wish. Anyway, so now I'm going to take some concealer and we're going to cut the crease. So I'm sure everyone knows this trick by now, but if you just put a line there on your eye and look up. That wasn't enough. And look up. That's where you need to cut it. So I think this is why, yeah, we'll get that. Okay, I cut my whole lid, okay. So basically my whole lid needs to be cut. So the more precise, obviously, that you put the concealer, the more precise your crease is going to be. So keep that in mind. I didn't mention, but I'm using the Superstay 24 Hour concealer because it's too light for me to use as concealer, and I don't actually really like the consistency. So yeah. Alright, that's not actually the best cut crease in the whole world, but it's actually quite bad, to be honest. And then I just like to pat it out with my finger. Now we're going to take the shade, a gold shade, which actually isn't in the James Charles palette. There is a gold shade called Wig, but it is a darker gold. So I like to use, okay, so I'm going to use Coin in the Jaclyn Hill Armed and Gorgeous palette. It's this super pretty gold shade, and then I'm going to take this blue paddle brush, also from like Wish, I think, and I'm going to take that Coin shade and pop it just like in my inner corner, and kind of like a third away across that crease that we just cut. As I said, there is a gold shade in the James Charles palette if that's the only palette that you're wanting to use, or the only one you have, whatever the occasion may be. Yeah, there is a gold shade. Okay, this palette is beautiful. Love the formula of that palette. Anyway, okay, so now we're going to go in with the shade, what's it called? Guac. It's a green shimmer shade. And we're going to pop that just over the top of Coin to kind of blend it out. And then I'm just going to grab my finger and kind of blend them together. Same with the shimmer, the matte shade. With the shimmer shade, you can go over and over as much as you want with each shade, so that you can get the amount of opacity that you would like. I'm going to go in with Coin again and tap that in because it's gone a bit green. Okay, now we're going to go in with the shade Acapella, which is a blue shimmer shade, and if you haven't guessed already, we're going to pop that over the Guac shade and kind of blend those two together as well. I'm going to dip back in to that green shade, make it a little bit more profound in there. Okay. Alright, and then now we're going to get a little bit, like a smaller line of the shade Artistry, which is a purple, a gorgeous purple. Let me swatch that for you. Gorgeous purple colour. Unreal. Yeah, and we're going to pop that just on the outer bit of the cut crease. I might grab that on my finger. Tap that in. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Alright, so now we're going to go in with the shade Escape, which is a matte purple. And I'm going to take the Morphe M456 brush, which is a flat brush. And I'm going to take that shade Escape. And I'm going to tap it in to the outer corner, just to connect that cut crease with the actual shadow there. Right. Okay, so that added a bit of depth on the outer corner. And now, since we've done all of these shades, I don't know if you can tell, but the red, it kind of doesn't look like a cut crease anymore, because it's being kind of drowned out by the mixing with the mattes. So, if I can find it. So I'm going to take the red shade on this pencil pointy brush, and I'm going to define that line that was there before. Just like that. We're just popping that colour back in to the crease. And then same thing with the orange, we're going to grab that orange, so the shade 518, and pop that also back in the crease. Okay, and then I'm going to take a different pencil brush. I had it just a second ago, here it is, and take the yellow shade B up to that brow. Yeah, and then I'm going to pack some more of that purple shade in the outer corner. Okay, and then the last thing we have to do is grab the shade Ring Light. You can take it with your finger, it doesn't really matter. I don't actually know what works best. I'm just going to go with my finger. So the shade Ring Light, which is a beautiful colour, and that's going to go in the inner corner. Okay, so that is the rainbow look. So I'm going to go off of camera, do the other eye, and then mascara, and then I'll be right back. Alright, I have done the other eye, and I think looking at this photo, I think I actually put yellow eyeshadow, the B shade, in my waterline, like down the bottom. So I'm going to try and do that. I don't know if that's what I did, but it looks like that's what I did, so. Ooh, it's in my eyes. Okay. I put the yellow eyeliner in my waterline. It's not too bad. It doesn't actually hurt. But if you do have a yellow eyeliner, obviously use that. But I don't have any coloured eyeliners. I've only got brown and black. So this is what we're working with. So I'm going to take that purple brush and run that purple shade Escape under my eye here. Okay, that is eyeshadow completely done, I think. I think I will take the shade Ring Light again, just on this tiny little Morphe brush. It doesn't even say what type, but it is so small. And just take it and run it under my eyebrow. You could also put highlighter there if that's what you'd prefer. But I just love that Ring Light shade. It'd even be good as a highlighter, that Ring Light shade. So I'm going to bronze myself up, put on some highlighter and mascara, and I will come right back. Okay, this is the completed makeup look. Yeah, it's actually quite simple. It might look a little bit complex, but it's actually really quite easy. On my lips, I've got the My Beauty Inglot lipstick in the shade Lipstick NF Rouge à Lèvres. And it's just this really pretty nude color, but any nude obviously would work. And I would suggest using a nude because the eyes are crazy. But yeah, that's this tutorial done. I hope that you try it out, and I hope that this was helpful. And yes, the Morphe James Charles palette is beautiful. I love it. It's one of my favorite palettes. The formula is amazing as well. Yeah, and that's only the second time I've ever used it, and I did the exact same eye look again. So that just proves how creative I am. Not very. But yeah, if you did enjoy this tutorial, let me know if it was any good, because then I will try do more of them. Yeah, in 2020 I am really trying to focus on my YouTube channel. So yeah, I hope that you are enjoying that. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you want to be a part of this small little family we have here. Make sure to stay positive and of course love yourself. And I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.